Look, I'm weird. I like weird stuff. Plus, I'm petty. You know how you play a game and some people will say, do it like this is the best way? I purposefully do the opposite. Imagine a healer in any game. What comes to mind? Probably a wizard with a staff, maybe a pointy hat, you know what I'm saying? Definitely a dress though. I like playing healer, but I can't roll like that. This is a double bow using full stamina Wood Elf Dragon Knight. Probably the combination that makes the least sense of all the ways you can create a healer in the game of ESO. But it actually works. Like, I may never be able to compete with the top tier builds in this game, but let's be real. Unless you're sweating it out in vet trials, who cares? We play these games to have fun, and to me, freedom is fun. That's what making a build as silly as this Dragon Knight is all about at the end of the day. Just having fun being creative. So after 11 years of Elder Scrolls Online, the developers finally took the first steps to truly unlocking the ability to play this game the way you want. See, previously, this game was all about classes. I've mained a Templar class this whole time because, let's be real, it's got a well-rounded kit that can basically do everything well. Healing, tanking, damage, PvP, it's all easy peasy with the Templar setup. But the Templar fantasy is like a holy knight who uses the light as a weapon, magical sunfire and all that. That's cool, but that's really not me. What I really like, what really makes me excited to delve deep into the way classes and skills work and truly create something new, is ice. Ice powered. I don't know why. It doesn't matter what game it is either. I'm trying to freeze people solid in Diablo, shatter them into little pieces in Destiny, control an area of effect with slowing coal in Borderlands, spam non-stop in Cat Quest, kill my own team in Divinity. I don't know what fascinates me so much about cold powers, but if wielding ice is an option in the game, I'm trying that out first. In ESO, using ice for anything has been very limited from the beginning. When the game first came out, it was set up to only be useful as defensive magic. Like if you wanted to be a magic wielding mage but also wanted to be a tank. Then the Warden class came out and had very limited selection of offensive ice spells you could use. But again, most of them were for defense. Not only that, but Warden was the only class with ice powers, so with my main character being a Templar, that meant no fun times for me. Lately though, as ESO reaches its full maturity as an MMO that's been going on now for over a decade, the developers have really been making the effort to open the game's systems up and allow players more freedom to play the way they want. Last year's expansion, Gold Road, started this off by offering players the ability to custom make skills for themselves with a technique called scribing. This allows you to take a base skill, like a damaging magic blast, and add whatever effects you want to it. Want to make it do ice damage? You can. Want to make it also weaken any enemy it hits so that your follow-up attacks do even more damage? No problem. This was great, but as the system is still young, the amount of skills you can create is still very low. Not enough to kit my Templar out with all the ice powers I need to really do my thing. But just yesterday, the new update drops in the ESO with another huge addition, subclassing. Now you can take skills from other classes and use them on your class. That's crazy. But this system isn't complete freedom. It has a lot of limitations, such as the fact that you have to have another character who has already unlocked that skill line, and you can only use a whole line of skills, not just cherry pick each individual skill that you'd like from all the different classes. But man, trust what I tell you. I see what they're going for, and I really appreciate the freedom that the new system does provide. My Templar is now fully iced out, with ice spells borrowed from the Warden class and ice spells created just for me by scribing and spellcrafting. It's not perfect, but it's so much closer to how I want to play games like this that I couldn't be happier with how it all turned out. I'm a huge fan of how ESOs seems to be slowly but surely abandoning the class system, and to be honest, it seems to be happening bit by bit among a lot of games in a lot of genres. I know that some people prefer the ease of use of a set progression path and simple choices on a skill tree, but for those of us who really like to tinker and build, who take pride in putting in the work to make a character exactly how we imagine they should be, classes are an antiquated solution to a problem that we are much better equipped to deal with these days. I'd love to see more games move away from rigid class-based systems and more towards true character creation and build freedom. But what do you think? Do you need pre-made classes in order to be able to enjoy a game? Have you had the chance to try out ESO's new subclass and scribing systems yet? Let's talk about it down in the comments below. I'm about to go hand RD his free nap for the day in this ESO duel. Till next.
Oh shit.
No.
Oh, reverse slash,
Damn
reverse
it.
slash, reverse slash.